All right, welcome to the Google Ads Agency Academy, a free course on teaching you Google Ads from someone who's actually been doing it very profitably over the last 3 years and allowing me to have financial freedom and to pretty much work with any client I want to. And in this course, kind of go over, very basic stuff from, why Google Ads, stuff like that, why am I qualified to teach you, but also going to be going over very foundational components of learning Google Ads, becoming a true platform expert. And then eventually getting your own leads, getting clients, all that good stuff, and actually running a successful agency either by yourself as a one-man team. And that's the best way to do it, honestly. Very high profit margin, stuff like that. Or if you want to eventually scale, hire your team members, and really kind of take your foot off the gas in terms of full operation side, we'll get to that as well. So overall, in this first video, we'll be going over, why master Google Ads, right? So, but before I can really teach you, what about Google Ads, I want to make sure you kind of know why you should do it, right? Why should you fully invest your time and attention into going after this service when you could be doing SEO, Facebook ads, video stuff like on TikTok or Instagram Reels, all those other services that you could do, right? Why do I think Google Ads is, the best one to do, best one to kind of, try to become a full expert at, right? And myself, I have a little bit of background on other services, tried doing Facebook ads and dropshipping back in 2018. Did not do very well at it. Tried doing SEO from 2019 to early 2020 when I was still in the Navy as well. And, did okay, got a couple clients that way, but had a hard time selling SEO to businesses during the start of, what happened in 2020. And I didn't really, get a lot of traction there. It's just hard saying, oh, pay me for 6 to 12 months and hopefully I can get you some results. And, just wait for that revenue to come in. So I turned to the dark side of Google and started learning Google Ads in June, July 2020. And I think I found my true love, right? Kind of loving how much data you can do, how you can easily manipulate the odds in your favor, and try to see, okay, if I do this, this, and this, I can make more money for my clients and then make more money for myself, right? So I truly believe Google Ads is, probably the best overall service to get into if you're in the beginner kind of area, or even if you're already doing marketing, right, for clients, digital marketing, and you're kind of doing a full stack skill set right now, but you want to learn more about one or two areas to really hone in on being an expert or really help your clients get better results. I think Google Ads is the perfect way to do it because it's, I think in my mind, the most powerful marketing we have right now. Facebook has done a really good job in terms of creating demand. And Google historically hasn't been there in terms of just creating pure demand outside of maybe video ads on YouTube. But it's slowly in that way. And Google is kind of understanding, hey, like we have this search intent side down. We're really just mastering people searching for stuff. Google has that, right? And they're trying to get into the more demand capture, the demand creation part, which that's where once Google really figures it out, and you can already do that with your clients, which I do as well. But once Google really figures that out, then it's going to be a full platform that everyone goes to, and people, it's the unsexy marketing channel right now. It has been for a long time, but I just wanted to kind of lay the ground there. So in terms of why I think financial freedom, right? If that's the end goal for everyone here watching this is creating an agency, signing clients, making how much money they want to make, right? I'm sure most of your goals are break 10K, break 20K, whatever. I just want to show am I qualified to even teach this, right? Have I made the money that you've wanted to make? And I want to be very transparent with you, right? So in 2020, trying to do Google Ads, I lost actually about $4,600 negative. Left the Navy in August 2020, lost my paycheck, and then had no money coming in from August through basically November 1st. That was fun. But again, I signed a few freelancing clients to Google Ads for about $4.95 a month and just couldn't survive much off that. So luckily I had a fiance at the time who was making some money to, pay the rent and stuff like that. But yeah, I actually lost almost $5,000 in 2020 trying to learn Google Ads, trying to stick with it, trying to become somewhat of an expert there to then eventually get a couple clients to make some money. And I stuck with it. And I think that's the main thing I want to teach you guys as well. Like, this is not going to be a full, learn today, get clients tomorrow. It's a process. With the PPC Academy members that I have right now, that the coaching program I just launched, for people who already have a few clients or really want to invest into the next step and get more one-on-one help. I've tried telling them and really try to make it a thing they hear over and over and over again. It's not a quick get rich quick kind of thing, right? This is, you're building a career, you're building a skill set that will take 6 months, 8 months, 12 months to actually start getting you the reward that you think you deserve, right? And it's a long-term game, long-term process. The mentality is key. But coming from me, right, I did not get profitable until 7 or 8 months into this way, right? Anything I was making, I was either spending on getting software, spending on coaching, and I did not take any profit out of anything until almost 7 or 8 months in when I was finally making some money. And even now, kind of transition to more building a team alongside me, right? Not building a huge agency. That's not the game I'm trying to play, not the life I want to live. Even now, like it's, treating more as a business instead of just freelancing, getting some extra income. And, you'll go up, you'll learn that as you progress through this, if you kind of stick with this and learn, getting, all your money that for you. And then I try to, build out a team, hire, invest in players to kind of, keep you off that and kind of keep you working on the business, not in the business. But that's getting down the line. We'll get there eventually. But overall, Collin, stay focused, right? So it's 2020, I lost about $5,000. In 2021, which was my first full year of freelancing, at the time I had a Google Ads agency job, which I highly recommend for everyone who's a true beginner or even an intermediate, and you want to take this seriously, want to have clients, want to make 10, 20, 30K a month on your own and not have a boss, whatever you want, in terms of that, desire and dream that you have. If you actually want to do that, you need to take it seriously. And a good area to do that is actually becoming fully invested into that and getting an agency job. And I'll talk about that in the training below. But overall, in 2021, hit 250K. So again, from losing 5K to making over 250K in the first 12 months. And that was 55K of that was from the agency job. So about 195 was pure freelancing at the time, just myself. Then 2022, so last year, almost broke 600K in revenue. So pretty good, healthy jump. Again, no employees. And I left the agency job in November of 2021. So that was a full year of freelancing. And now this year, pacing to hit about 700K in revenue with now 2 employees, one media buying helper, and then also a client communication person on the consulting side. And, why not such big of a jump? Kind of redoing my agency offer to more consulting basis and kind of, seeing which one I like more. And then whatever kind of this last year now of doing, consulting and done for you stuff, 2024 will be one more than the other and should be pacing for about $1 million next year as well with the hires I'm making today to kind of set myself up for that. So overall, be very transparent with what I've made and kind of show you the, realistic realm for me and to show you, hey, some of you might break this, some of you might not, but I kind of just want to show you that. Now, for some screenshots for done for and done with you, this is 2021, January through 2021 through September 2023. Screenshots of each Stripe account, one for done for you and one for done with you. Overall, that's that. And then, I kind of touched on this a little bit, above in my first rant, right? What's the best part about creating your own agency or starting to freelance, right? I think the main thing is that there's a natural barrier to entry, right? Unlike Facebook ads, which once you have the creative sounding, it's pretty much just putting out there and see what happens. TikTok ads, again, that's, the new, Gen Alpha, whatever they call themselves. That's a new thing. And SEO, again, is always good as well. But Google Ads is the unsexy one. It's been around for a long time. It's naturally harder because there's more numbers and data involved. But once you start seeing patterns and start seeing trends, it's very easy to progress in scaling a client. And again, I'll show you how to do this. But the main thing, right, is if there's a natural barrier to entry, people think it's harder to do. It is harder to a certain point, but a lot of it's mentality of just not being taught the right way. And that's what I'm trying to do in this course. But because of this, right, you're always going to have less competition and fewer true beginners saturating your market, trying to outclaim the person, right? Trying to make, their guarantee so good that it's impossible to hit, or their price is so cheap that you can't possibly compete, right? And that's what's happening right now with a lot of Facebook ads, right? That's usually the main thing people start with is a Facebook ads agency or now TikTok ads or even SEO. And on the other side of that, other than having more competitors in the market, which you don't have on the Google side, most of your clients in terms of e-commerce brands, local services, SaaS and software stuff, or info coaches, usually they don't have the knowledge to run it very well. Usually they're not profitable or the time, because Google Ads does take a good amount of time to kind of start get going. But once you have it going, it's very evergreen in essence of just being profitable for you and easy to maintain and manage. And if they try to hire this out internally, which some brands do, usually that person is juggling multiple hats, trying to do a full stack marketing, and usually Google is usually the last one, or just running a simple brand campaign and maximizing that. So again, usually it's very easy to kind of sign clients because they know they're not doing it right themselves. They know their employees not doing the perfect job. So again, easy way to sign people, and it holds competition back. So that's why I think Google Ads is the best place to do it. And since I've been doing this for the last 3 years or so, right? And again, I should say very successfully, I think. I can walk you through this barrier and kind of me and the following I've created both here on YouTube as well as on Twitter. has been, an area where people like how I break stuff down. They can understand how I break very technical aspects of the platform down, and that's why I think I'm the perfect person to teach you how to actually do this for yourself, and either just scale your brand you're working with, your own brand if you're doing that, trying to get clients yourself and leave your agency or leave your 9-to-5 desk job, whatever it is, right? But I think that way I can kind of make sure you stand out from the broke beginners, just trying to learn it, trying to do any Udemy course they want, or trying to just go through the blogs that doesn't really teach them anything, actually more macro theoretical based stuff that doesn't really compute anything. And again, you also got to make sure you know enough where you can then compete against larger agencies, which the larger the agency, usually the worse results they get, unless you're a top 5, top 10 client where they give you as much help as needed. Otherwise, just being pushed to the lowest level junior meter buyer and newest employee, communication person that has no idea what they're actually doing. They're just following an SOP that they're trying to follow. That doesn't really work for every single person, right? And eventually get your own clients. So keep going here, what this community will be, right? So this is not a simple get rich quick program. I already talked about that. But what I will be teaching is how to actually learn a skill that you can then use for the rest of your life in terms of just this digital marketing area, right? How to make other people insane amounts of money. That's the goal. You are using this to either make yourself more money through your own brand, or you're making other people more money, getting more leads, getting more customers, right? So you then can get paid in the life you want to live. Everything you do in this kind of Google Ads space is if it's not for your own company, you're making other people more money, which then you will become a valuable asset to them, a valuable team member, a valuable agency provider, partner, whatever you want to pronounce yourself as, right? And then you will then get paid more because you're providing them a level of service that makes them more money. So then they will pay you. And that will then go up and up and up, depending on how good you are, how big budgets you work with, how valuable you are to that business or brand. So, and what does that entail, right? The classic stuff, travel whenever and wherever you want to go to, work with who you want to work with, don't work with shitty clients, get paid what you deserve, all the good stuff. Now, what do I expect from you, right? Since you're watching this first video, kind of want to lay the ground rules going forward. So you actually follow through and finish this program. Again, it's free. So all I require from you is the time that you actually want to go through this. You ask questions in this community on stuff that doesn't make sense to you. Preferably, you already bring 1 or 2 ideas of how to fix that problem that shows me you took the time to actually thought about it, critically. You actually start improving your life one day at a time. Once you finish this program, you have an action plan of what to do for getting leads. It's improving your sales skills, also improving your actual Google Ads results. And when you're ready, right, you invest in the future with me as I invested with you by taking the time to create this and show you the path forward. And that's with the PPC Academy right now. Now, the overall path forward in this kind of thing I'm creating, right? This main curriculum right now is kind of the outline stuff, and it has some bonuses and goodies for you as well. So this first section is kind of why master Google Ads. Then in the next videos, we're going to see why I'm glad to teach you, kind of break down what I've done for clients who have worked with stuff like that. Go over Google fundamentals, right? More beginner to intermediate level. Even if you're consider yourself intermediate, you've done this for a couple of years, I still think this is a good thing to go through just to make sure you understand what you're really doing and think of it from maybe a different point of view than what you've done in the past. Then we go into some Google deep dives, right? Search campaigns, shopping, display, video, PMAX. Go do some strategy application stuff, actually how to use these campaigns and for what kind of clients. Then understanding your results, looking through the dashboard, how to optimize stuff, how to guarantee success, getting leads, signing clients, getting insane client results so you can get more clients, right? Or keep a client for as long as you want to keep them with. I've had clients for over 2-3 years now, literally from when I first started, who are still with me. And then creating your action plans to actually make sure you follow through and actually, improve your life that you're trying to do in this course, right? Bonuses right now, the 2 main ones I have lined up will be my new account audit checklist. And again, you must complete the main course to actually get access to this because I want you don't need this unless you finish everything else. And then my client optimization checklist, which will be a weekly checklist that I have. And to get that, I just need a video testimonial from you, preferably, actually going through the course and giving me your honest feedback from that. But I want to make sure other people can, see how good of a program this is. And if you want that checklist, I need a video testimonial from you, and I'll have more instructions on that once you finish through this. Extra goodies right now in this community as well will be some PPC playbooks. There's 3 volumes so far. Usually every other week or so, I try to create one out. And that could be a very deep dive into, say, PMAX is one, or it could be more of a generalized, what I'm doing with my clients right now, my life, kind of more general thoughts of marketing. And then some account audit notes. Again, right now I have, I think, 8 or 9 accounts that I've done, and I have audits on that. In the future, I'll be doing more video-based ones. So you can see me walking through accounts, see me actually how to do this, and this, or what I recommend. And then coming soon down the pipeline will be, a how-to library for specific tactical walkthroughs. This will be more question-based. If I get a lot of questions on how to do X, Y, or Z, just create a how-to video, right? GA4 curriculum, once I fully kind of understand more how I use that, want to make sure I completely understand it front to back before I create anything on that, because I don't want to be teaching incorrect stuff. And then a data feed optimization curriculum as well for the shopping and e-commerce center folks in here. And then lastly, and this is the first video, getting a little longer now, but I like to riff. So what is my goal with this community, right? Overall, for this free community, create the world's best Google Ads training material and help you either get your first client or first couple, or improve your agency / in-house media buying results, right? If you don't really have clients right now, but you want to improve your results, become a better asset to your team, to your employer, I'm gonna help you do that. And then once you're ready to either get more clients, get your first couple of clients, and want to get more one-on-one help and kind of have a more active community with the PPC Academy, that will be there for you as well. So that is the first video. In the next video, we'll be going over to, whoever worked with, client results I've got, stuff like that, and we'll get into the actual meat and potatoes of the Google fundamentals.